Yes, welcome to Cargo TV. Today, we are starting our new series where we talk to Nigerians in diaspora, Nigerians living abroad. As you all know, our best brains live for the white man's land. Today, I was able to corner one of them. His name is Patrick Amadi. He lives in United States. Wisconsin? Is it Wisconsin?
Yeah, I live in New Jersey.
Okay, he lives in New Jersey, United States. So welcome to Okago TV, Mr. Amadi. Can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Like you rightly said, my name is Patrick Amadi. You can also add wisdom because it's also part of my name. So I've been here for a while. I relocated from Nigeria like some years ago, and in search of a greener pasture. And after my education, like I had to do like 2 master's degree for here and get into PhD and all of that. But for I've been working with worked with the school in after like when I was in doing my masters. I also now working with an IT firm. So that's like the little you can know about me right now.
Thank you very much. You said you live in New Jersey. Is New Jersey close to Washington?
It's about like 4 hours from Washington. So it's closer to New York. It's just like about 1 train stop to New York.
Oh, one train stop to New York. So maybe you have 3 train stops to New York. So maybe you have lunch with Donald Trump sometimes. You know? Okay, thank you very much. Now tell us, as a young man that left Nigeria for the United States in search of greener pastures,
yes,
what are those experiences? Were there cultural shocks, societal things you noticed in US that is different from the way it is done in Nigeria? Just a few things.
Okay, just a few things. Yeah, like it's a lot of things, but because you said just a few things.
No, tell us as many as you can.
Okay, so actually, that was like a lot of cultural shock, like when I got in here, fitting into the society. It was not like a big problem because I expected it and I prepared my mind that whatever it is, like I'm going to adapt. So that alone was my motivation because like it's something like I wanted to do for myself and for my future, in search of greener pasture. So one of the things is just like the way they speak, the way they pronounce, like the way you make communication here is different from like the regular English. Like, we are trained by British, like we speak like the Queen's English. So the Queen's English is different from American English. So you have to get used to the way Americans pronounce things, the way they say things, the way they react to things. And apart from that, like the way they say things, like this is a very organized society. Like I came from a society that is like far from being organized, where America is well structured, well organized in everywhere, every aspect of their life. You go to supermarket, you have to queue behind. You don't need to jump line. You have to follow protocols and everything. You go to hospitals, the same thing. But also like the food is also like different, because like the kind of food they eat and the kind of food we eat, then you have to get used to a lot of things, like where you can get like your African food, then you slide yourself into the system. So it's just a lot of cultural shock and a lot of things like I have to update myself with.
Okay, let's go back to the language, the way they speak. Because when I was in Nigeria, they were saying, I heard Americans say, gonna, wanna. doing? Can you give us one example on a lighter note?
Okay, so the first time I started taking classes in my master's degree, one of my master's degree anyway. So if like you see on like the way they write, they can write I'm going to. Like you see it's like the way they write. They when they want to pronounce, they pronounce I'm gonna. You understand?
Yeah.
And like if they like we are used to saying better, like the way British like accent is, but America will say better. They don't pronounce. Yeah, consonant like T is always difficult. Like they always overlook it. They don't pronounce it in most of the word, especially when it's in the middle of any word.
If you're writing something for your lecturer and you say, I'm going to see you tomorrow, will the lecturer consider it as correct English?
No.
Okay, they have their street English and the classroom English.
You write English, you write very well. Like even like the you don't see all those Ghana, all those Bera, you don't see it on the pages of it's just for speaking, like it's for easy communication, you know. So that's how they pronounce. Like you have to, and most times, like if you say better, they will be like, what is he saying? Like they think like you should take English class. But if you say better, but when they want to write, they actually write better.
Okay, you talked about food. You know, many of us have the impression that Americans are used to junk food, pizza, hamburger. Their portions are very large. That is why the society have this problem of obesity. But you look like an athlete. What's the magic?
Oh, okay. So the thing is just that everybody has given option in life, right? American society has like everything. Like they have food that natural, they have food that is semi-organic. You know, everything is written, everything is spelled out. You know that's why I like the society. So you make your own choice. You know, if you and they also like have gym if you want to also like go to gym and look better. It just depends on you, like what decision you're making, you know. So and if someone is eating food, even in Nigeria, like people eat food, like a lot of food, you know, but because like we don't regularly have like a lot of food to eat, so we restrict ourselves. In America here, someone can eat 5 times, like depending on like how your body can digest it. And again, it just also like if you talk of like people are eating junk food, it's going to be because maybe people work a lot here. Like everybody works, like you know. So you can't just find people spending money or having money without working, you know, because you have to pay for car notes, you have to pay for your rent or mortgage, you have to pay for other bills. So people are always on the go, you know, and people have like, you know, everything is like there is division of labor for everything. Some people cook, you have to patronize them, you have to buy their food because you can't leave your work and go back to house and eat. Or, you know, most times you don't even have time. By the time you come back from work, you're tired. You don't even have time to cook or take it to work, you know. So you're meant to patronize that fast food. And that because is some food that they even call fast is not because like the food is just junk. It's also because like within 3 minutes you're expected to prepare the food because nobody has time.
Okay, let's talk about guns. You know, some of us are scared about America. You know, they shoot guns every time. You hear stories of school massacre. You hear stories of massacre in the supermarket, like the one just that happened 2 days ago in Texas, and so on. And your neighbors can just, you know, shoot and stuff like that. Are you not scared?
Well, you know, if you come to a society, you have to understand like how to live. You can be everywhere in the world. You know, people do like killings and all that, and you all also have people that will take things to the extreme. You know, like violent extremism. Like it's everywhere. It's in Nigeria. It's in every part of the world, African countries, other African countries. In America here, this is the law, you know. So it's just like because like there is a protection, kind of like you can have weapon like for protection apart from the one like in case like the cops they don't show up like quickly and all that. How do you defend yourself? So, but you know, some bad acts also like they're always going to take advantage of it. So it's a societal thing. Like I just this is what they want, this is how the society is run about the gun stuff. And most people that you hear that they should, I don't think that people that even have like the background check, nobody knows how they get the gun. And this is what the system, they're trying to work it out so that the guns cannot be in the hands of bad guys and all that. So I believe that if they do like good gun laws and all that, that the society will be controlled.
So what you're saying is that it's not that the Americans are bad or the society is bad.
No, no.
It's just that they need to amend the law so that the guns don't get to the wrong people.
Americans are like they're very welcoming. You know, they try to help you in every step of the way. You go to church, like for instance, like even if you don't have food to eat or to cook, there are different churches, different charitable organizations. We don't do that in Africa. Even if people that say that they have charitable organizations, that they use the society, the association to siphon money. But in America here, they are really practical. They're sharing food, they cook food, they're sharing to people. They are just like nice people, you know. So is that I don't have anything like to say against them, because like everything has been nice to me here. And the way I understand the society, like they made me like so much comfortable more than I was at home. So I feel good.
That's it's good to hear that. There's something I want to ask you. Politics in America, you know, in Africa, in Nigeria, you can see a local government chairman. He gets into the office in a space of 6 months or 1 year, he becomes stupendously rich. You can see a governor, a member of the State House of Assembly or representatives, and they become rich. Sometimes I wonder, how do they make the money? Is it the same way in America?
No. America is way better than that in terms of politics. This is they brought democracy. This is #1 country in the world. So politicians, they're not looking for money. Most of the politicians, they drive themselves. It's not like Nigerian politicians are money-back politicians. They don't look at the society. In America here, any road that maybe like has like development plan that after 10 years they will have to remove it and put another one, like peel it off. They do that. But in Africa, like they can have a template for like a politician saying, "Oh, I'm buying Prado Jeep," you know. It's impossible for a politician to say, "Oh, I bought 10 Prado Jeep this year." Next year, he's saying, I bought another 10 Prado Jeep. They do that in Africa, like just to take money from the system. They don't use like the money to actually work for the interests of the people. But here, all the politicians are working for people. You know, and they don't even earn much. You'll be surprised that most of the our local government officials are even earning more than the congressmen here.
I heard that when the present president of America, Joe Biden, when he was a senator, he was in New Jersey, where you live now, and he was commuting by train.
Yeah. Even like you remember, like even when he left office, right? During Obama, he had to use train to get to Delaware. Delaware is about 2.5 hours away from me. You know, so this is how they just want to serve. This is like typical example of like people going into politics to better the society, to serve, to use their voice and to use their knowledge to help people. But in Nigeria, people go into politics for a different purpose. They don't want to help the society. They just like they don't want to pass any bill that will help the people.
They
All they
want to
want,
steal money.
like, yeah, and I wonder where they learn the politics from.
But they borrowed it from America. They tell us that they are telling us they are practicing the American system of
No,
democracy.
that's not American system. America is practicing through federalism. Nigeria is not. Nigeria is not even. Nigeria is practicing like unitary system of government. You know, they borrowed that one from UK and China, but all those people that are better than Nigeria in terms of the practice. Because unitary system of government means like you have to concentrate power at the center, at the federal level. Then any response has to come from the center. But like the way America is, like they decentralize power, you know. So it's through federalism. Actually, like some states grow at their own pace. But in Nigeria, how many states are growing at their own pace?
There are allegations in Nigeria because Nigeria, there is politicking going on right now. I don't know whether I've read about it. There are allegations that they are giving money to delegates, they are giving money to electorates, they are buying votes, and so on and so forth. We copied this democracy from United States. Is it the same thing in US?
No, US doesn't play that kind of money back politics. You don't even see money when they're campaigning. All they do is just like they have to convince people to get their votes.
So we are doing the wrong thing.
Nigeria?
Yeah.
Yes, Nigeria is actually doing the wrong thing. Is that politics? Those guys are just like a bunch of guys that are holding the country hostage. They are not playing any politics because politics is not meant to be bad. You know, the bridge between politics and religion is goodness, like, you know, like being moral, like, you know, morally good to people, you know. So politics is not meant to be bad, but in Africa, the way we play politics, everybody is very disgusting. Like actually they don't want to do anything. They just want the money.
Okay, now let's look at, you just mentioned religion now. How
Yes.
do you see the religious atmosphere in Nigeria? Are we doing it too much? And what do you think is the reason? Is it the same thing in America? Because we learned some of this Pentecostalism and all these things from the Western world, including America. Is it the same way they do it there?
Actually, like I don't like, everybody knows the truth. The truth is just that in Nigerian religion, they want to see vision for you. You know, like the religion, we go here, we read Bible, we do everything. We try to serve God, to, you know, to just pray, you know, and it's void of not like someone trying to rip you off. But in Nigeria, all they try to use your problem against you and try to rip you off. They say, oh, your man is coming, you trying, like somebody is blocking you from getting married or from getting employment. It's just ridiculous. Like, I feel that those people, they shouldn't even be close to any kind of religion, because I don't think it's religion we're doing in Nigeria.
That's very good. They always say they cure people, they heal the sick, they can make you become rich and all this stuff. Do they heal people in the United States inside the churches, or they go to hospitals?
Oh man, there is nobody that you can heal in the United States. We have like functioning hospitals. The healthcare system is very, very functional. You know, the response time to any kind of emergency, everything is in place. This is a very, very well-organized society. And the technology that they have, the medical technology can get at anything. Even like, I just don't want to say like too much, because like even the pastors that that they say they're doing miracle for their congregation in Nigeria, they come in here for medical attention. They come here, they receive medical treatment, they go back home and they tell other people, oh, yeah, your leg is paining you, we can heal you, or you can do, like, it's just hypocrisy. Very ridiculous.
That's very good. Have you heard of a Nigerian politician called Peter Obi? Did you read anything about it? If you did read anything about him or heard anything about him, what is your opinion about him?
My opinion about P2B is this, I feel that like with looking down the memory lane of his political career and all that, is done very well. I think like with the mess in Nigeria, if given a chance, I think he will do better than all these candidates around and all that, because we keep recycling politicians that will never help us, that don't even have the interest of Nigeria at heart. But all we need is just to take back our country, bring the best and the smart minds, vibrant men and women, and take back the country. Because I feel that the country is just like at a hostage, like some people, some gang of politicians, like they holding the country hostage, and the country cannot grow.
Do you think, because of the activities of the politicians, the way they steal money meant for the populace to create jobs, to build industries and so on and so forth, create employment and so on, help the younger generation, that it is the thing that is contributing to the insecurity situation in the country?
100% right, yeah. Because when the politicians, they steal everything from the coffers of the federal and the state government, there is nothing left for the next generation. So everybody is frustrated. You can't create jobs in economy, like these use money as multipliers effect to create jobs. So if there is no money on the system to create jobs, like the youth, they don't have future. What is the future? That means the future of the youth are with the politicians. The politicians are playing with the future of the youth because they've lived, chunk of their life. Nothing is remaining. Some of them are above 70, above 80.
You told me you have 2 master's degree from the United States and doing a PhD and some other stuff.
Yeah.
When you were passing through that process, did universities go on strike? What do you think about the incessant strike actions in Nigerian universities?
Yeah, the thing is just like these are also stuff in Nigeria. Like my experience here in 2015 when I came back to Abuja too, right? I was trying to I wrote like some pages, some few stuff, how they can just improve the standard of education in Nigeria. I went through NUC, Okonje, the executive secretary Okonje was the guy there and all that. He went to my school in the 50 with the wife. So he gave me audience. I did like some presentation and all that. So I was just like telling him like, okay, how you can keep the students busy, how like, you can create like Center for Excellence, for Center for Learning Resources, like when people can improve their studies and all that. So I feel that even in Nigeria, they are not ready to learn, because like in America here, you have to read. The coursework is more than the subject. In Nigeria, you just do only one stuff. In a particular course, in a particular class, you have to do presentation. They make you to get in front of the class. They make you to get like individually in front of the class and in a group in front of the class. These are like PowerPoint presentation. They make you to write like 10 papers. Then you make you to write like midterm and final exam. So all those things, like it makes you to be active, and it brings the participation in your education, in building yourself up. So, but in Nigeria, there is nothing like that. Somebody might not even know anything about a course, and once you can bring money, they will give you A. You get an A, you get distinction, you get like, it's ridiculous. So the ASU strike is even like totally out of place. I don't even know why they're going on strike. You don't need strike to enhance the standard of education. So if you don't need that, they've never stopped politicians like one day they've never shut down anything in National Assembly. Why are you now shutting down ASU stuff? Like, it's just like you're playing with the future of the students. Like, they don't even care about them. You're just very selfish. You care only about yourself. The politicians should look into that. There shouldn't be any ASU strike. It doesn't help students.
And it doesn't help the future of Nigeria either, because it lowers the standard of education. and brings a lot of complications and so many negative things. Okay,
Yes.
let's. You are a young, handsome man, and we have been hearing these stories about, Nigerians abroad. Some of them get married to white women or Americans, and they have problems. And some of them come home and take a woman from the village and take her over to America, and they have problems too. There are gunshots, either this one kills, shoots the other one, or, a lot of complications in marriages. What do you have to say about that? As somebody that have lived in the US for a long time, can you help some of us that don't live there understand the stories we hear? Are those stories true or are they false?
Oh, see, I'm not in a position to say like if those stories are true or false, but I'm only in a position to say like, okay, if you start from like common friendship, right? Like a relationship is always going to be between two people, like, between a man and a woman. It depends on like how they work. Like it doesn't even matter. Like God has made it like you're not going to marry like your sister or your brother, You're not going to marry like we have like 7.5 billion people on earth. So you can always find a wife or a husband anywhere in the world. So but I think everything has to be like a match. Like if you find somebody that is just like a very, very good match to you, like that is marriage. I believe that like maybe before people start like having some sort of problem like that in a relationship, so I feel that it's going to be something deep, either that they are not aware of their interests or like what they want, and they started fighting off other interests, and that the escalation will come from there. So I just believe that it's going to be entirely between two people. Like if marriage doesn't work between these two people, doesn't mean that it won't work between two other people. So it's going to be just individual stuff.
So you feel that there is nothing extraordinary about the stories we hear about guys living in America, that is sustainable in every society.
Yeah, it's like that in every society, because in Nigeria, they don't do that because, like the law is here, right? There is law for women, there is law for men, there is law for... So different laws are here. So I feel that maybe like, in Africa, women, they don't even understand the laws like attached to them like more. So like when they understand it in this system, some of them want to be excessive with the power that are available to them. You understand? And it can cost them their marriage or cost them their relationship. So, but it just everything. I pin everything down to understanding. No matter what, even if you bring someone, you marry someone here, an American, or you bring someone from Africa, if you don't have understanding, it will never work. But if both of you have understanding, it works perfectly well.
Okay, many people come to US to study and do some other, elite things, in the IT and stuff like that. But before you get into that, it takes some time to be in school and so on. And you can get a job, part-time job as a student. But there are skills you get in Africa that can help you make some side hustles in America. Can you tell us some of those skills?
Well, I think like everybody that...
Like plaiting hair, being a barber, knowing how to drive before you come.
Yeah, all those things are big skills in abroad, because like these services are offered on the daily basis and every now and then. You understand? So in driving, you have to know how to drive. Like for women and some men, you have to know how to braid. Braiding is a big thing. Like
braiding hair, yeah?
Yes, I know some people that to braid one hair, they will collect $200, $300.
Really?
Yes. Something that will take them maybe 5 hours to finish, 4 hours to finish. So you can see like, what are you? And some people, they actually make a lot of money. Some other African countries, not mostly Nigerians, like people from Senegal, Mali, Burkina Faso, most of their Cameroon, most of their guests that they are into breeding, like hay breeding, and they do it perfectly well. They make a, like tons of money, tons of money. They make a lot because it's a skill. Like they can have this shop and maybe have three people and they're breeding three people at the same time. And man, like within 5 hours they finish. Like they're gonna have like 600 or almost $1,000 from just breeding head. Like it's a very, very big skill for any woman aspiring to relocate to the United States. Even barbing is a big skill too for
Barbing the
men.
hair, yeah?
Yeah,
What of
driving,
tailoring?
tailoring is also good, but I mean that one I cannot.
African dresses, wedding dress.
Yes, you have to be like people have to know you, like for them to be confident that you can actually do
Yeah,
what they
of
want.
course, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step.
Yeah, so we are just like talking about like things that can like start immediately impacting your life, like financially, and you start that. So those skills like the driving is very, very good and all that. So these are just like a lot of other skills, like I know like many Africans, we know how to take care of people. Some of them, they come, they run, they do like CNA, like 1 month, they're earning a lot of money. Some
Taking
people
care of old people.
Yeah, old and even young people that have autism and all that too.
Yeah, disabilities.
Disabilities. And, it's just a lot of things to do. A lot of things to do,
So no skill you learn in Nigeria is a waste.
Not at all. Not this is only a waste in Nigeria because you're not being paid for this skill. But once you come over here, you'll be paid for the skill. There is nothing you offer free in the United States.
Thank you very much. Please, can you give the younger ones in Nigeria advice? People that want to come over abroad, people that are living in Nigeria, words of encouragement, words of advice, what they have to do, and so on and so forth, based on your experiences, because you have seen the two parts of the world, Nigeria, Africa, and abroad.
Okay, I can just like simplify it. Like I can only say like people that are in Nigeria, like I want to also tell us that there is hope for us. If we start following the truth and we try to take back our country. And if you are aspiring to relocate abroad, just make sure that you have inner motivation because like you're going to be as free as air. So nobody is going to push you to do anything because you have the freedom, you have the liberty, you have everything at your beck and call. You're going to be the one pushing yourself. So if you don't have the inner motivation, you're going to be a flop. So now, like before you leave like Nigeria, you try to learn some skill set. If you're a man, you can learn even braiding, you can learn barbing, you can learn driving, you can learn all kinds of jobs. And you have to also change your mindset that you're coming to a different country to better yourself. That it doesn't work for you in Nigeria. It doesn't mean like it's not going to work for you in abroad or like in America per se. So like once you have yourself, like you've just worked like on yourself very well, you'll be good to go. Now any tax that comes your way, you'll be able to tackle it, because like you're mentally ready for it. So but what drops like what makes like someone to hit below the belt is just when you're not prepared for anything. You're not prepared to have like skill sets that can help you. You're not prepared to push your future. You're not prepared like even when you're not ready. So you have to be overly prepared. You have to motivate yourself that, okay, I'm leaving Nigeria for a better life. Like this system works. Let me like improve myself for myself and for my family and for the society at large.
What do you have to tell to people in Nigeria that completely rely on people abroad as if they harvest money from trees?
That one is a white lie. There is no money anywhere in the world. So we all work for our money, and the money that we give you guys, people in Nigeria, we actually work for it, before we can earn. That means like we have to use
So
our.
you don't pick money from the streets or harvest it from trees
Now,
there?
there's no money anywhere in the street. You have to work. If you don't work, you don't have money. And we pay a lot of bills. Some of us, after even paying bills, we have little or nothing left. And we go from month to year, and we don't have like so much. We just like, we are contented and we are comfortable because like the system is working. You pay for your phone is working. You pay your house rent, you're going to be in a good environment, you're going to have water, you're going to have electricity 24/7. So all of those are just like the confidence that we have and that we are enjoying a better system than Nigeria. Because in Nigeria we barely have like lights, we barely have like all those social amenities and all that. So if you're enjoying it in abroad, you have to work like twice as hard, to sustain it. And also like you want to help your family back home, because like like you left them in certain level, and you still want them to live a better life and to be proud of you.
That's cool. That's cool. Thank you very much for your time. But before we go, tell us, are you ever going to come back to live in Nigeria?
Uh, well, nobody has rejected going back to his fatherland. For instance, like Israelites were even under captivity for 430 years. They still went back to their fatherland. Maybe someday. It's not a decision right now. Maybe like.
Okay, let's leave it at that. Do you have anything more you want to tell us or anything we forgot?
I can only say thank you for having me on this interview and just like saying my little mind. And I want, actually, like, I'm in Nigeria by blood, by birth, by everything. So I actually want the narratives in politics to change. I want our politicians to actually help the masses, the society, not even trying to use their positions to loot and to wreck the country. I actually just want the politicians to change their mindsets and help the country actually like grow, because like they can put a lot of structures in the country and the youth will like the insecurity in the country will actually be minimized. Like it will improve the standard of people, create jobs, and people will have time for themselves to work instead of like thinking evil, and the society will be good for everybody.
Thank you very much. I think that's the best. And we hope you can join us next time we invite you. Thank you very much, and we appreciate.
Thank you, Kagris TV, for inviting me and having me on the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.